Just gonna wait for more people to come in. Let me just check. Alright. Okay. Everything's going good. Okay, I guess we can start. Hello everybody, my name is Alex918 and welcome back to another Welcome Home website secret hunting live stream. Now, it's got an update recently as of the 11th of April this year, I'm sorry, and yeah, so I thought I'd, as per usual for these things, go and see if there's anything I can find for myself, and then go and see if there's anyone else who was able to find more stuff than me, but yeah. So yeah, I usually just do these things for my followers to be with me as I discover these things for myself firsthand. And so, yes, it's... I'm sorry, I just never know what to say for these things. Like, it's just hard for me to really articulate my words when I don't actually have anything planned. Just winging it. It's just... I don't know. Does anyone else have that problem? Like, if you don't think of and semi-rehearse exactly what you want to say and how you want to say it for anything, do you just get all discombobulated or whatever? Am I the only one who has that problem? I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't. But who else? Anyone else in the chat wanting to say that they have? Even though we only have 2 viewers. Okay. We're gonna start at 10:45 on the actual website itself. But until then, I'm going to post the stream links in the other... on my other social medias, so they can come and see me and join us. Now, let me just... Alright. Pretty much use the same thumbnail for each and every one of these secret hunting live streams, because, I just keep reusing it, just changing the number. Alright. Let's see. Oh yes, I have a blue sky now. I've had it for about 3 months now, I guess you can say, since January. So yeah, so if you want to join my blue sky, links in the description of this live stream. And yeah, I mean, even if I wasn't exactly winging it, I'm not a professional YouTube streamer by any means. I just usually do these offhanded, not really thinking about them. Like, I'm always like, oh hey, maybe this is what I should do for today. This is how I should spend my day, just doing the live stream. Do a live stream exploring Welcome Home. The website, the Sesame Street horror knockoff puppet show. I just gotta get the link into the Discord and we can go. We can get started. Sorry, my computer's just been running really slow. I don't know why. I mean, it has the most recent software updates. But, yeah, anyway. So, have this here. Yeah, I also have a Discord server, so link for that's also in the description if you want to join. And, I'm also gonna put it here in this server run by the amazing Gyrex. And yeah, okay, I think we should be all set to start. Oh, hey, Masha, right? I can never exactly read that language. But if I remember correctly, it's Masha under Pony, right? That's your username? Or have you changed it since then? Or are you a completely different person? Alright, so... Okay, I say it's about time we finally get started. Yeah, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright. And here we are. Yeah, so already this is different. Seems to be a bit more narrow, and you can see the background much better. And all the bugs and stuff, and the patterns here, it kind of looks like a creature of some kind with the patterns and the mandala. I mean, when the website was loading up, it was easily able to be seen. In fact, hold on, let me refresh it. Yeah, see? Like that. You saw that for a split second. It kind of looked like some kind of creature. Alright. So yeah, already the differences for this update is pretty obvious. Instead of Wally sitting on the rock like usual, it's Julie this time. And everything is decorated with flowers, even home. I like the little vines and flowers. I always kind of liked that as like a fashion choice, especially for people with horns, or like have it tangled in their hair or something. Like, so yeah, maybe at some point I could do that for my own arts, but that's not what's important right now. What it is this new update, which Julie seems to be the star of. Okay. And, yeah, already, I mean, the buttons look different. They're now, like, paint splotches with the words drawn on them and not... Yeah, and not just colored. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna do this real quick. There we go. Sorry. I just get distracted so easily. But yeah, so... I'm already liking this so far, and can't wait to see what else this has in store for us. Alright, let's read the updates. Oh hey, look! The entire cast is all decked out in spring wear, and, you know, Barnaby's representing the lesbians with that jacket. But no Wally. Huh. Where'd he go? Has he finally been taken down? I mean, wouldn't be surprised at this point. This whole thing's been going on for like 2 years. Alright. Anyway, spring has sprung. We're filled with melodious vibrations as we update our website in time for springtime. Our newest discoveries has got us in the in the merry mindset to celebrate Welcome Home's resident rainbow monster, Julie Joyful. Please peruse our pages and enjoy our new springtime overlay to welcome in our floral friends. Yeah, well, if you know Welcome Home, at this point, usually when things change like this, it's never just for decoration, but let's check the other tabs. Oh, it's zoomed in now. FAQ. It looks... It looks like everything is still the same. Okay, go back. Is this the homepage? Oh, well, kinda. Alright, yeah, it's just loaded. Oh my god. Wally is completely erased from everything. This is pretty crazy. I'll admit, like, wonder why he's gone. Surely we'll find an answer for that. Can't click on these 3D PNGs. But okay. Let's check the neighborhood. I wonder... Oh, well, Julie's house is right there. Yeah, so she's still there. Everything's still here. For, well, everyone. And Julie's house is all decorated. Pretty sure we're gonna get some VHS footage of that. But let's check home. Let's check Wally. Oh my god. Do you guys see that? He's usually always looking straight ahead at the viewer. Now he's just looking at his name. What if... Hold on. Pick up the damn phone. Is this all just gonna be telephone? Is he not gonna pick up? Nope, he did not pick up. I think this might be the last traces of Wally on the website. Like, this edited PNG of him is all we're gonna get now. But it is still weird. I want to see. As above, so below. I want to see if I can get there. Ugh. For God. I mean, I can never... Oh. Another thing. It says go back here. Usually with Wally, it always says goodbye. That's another thing. Is he just completely gone now? I mean, clearly he is. I mean, Home is still alive. But can I want to go to the as above, so below thing. Is that gone? Am I not clicking on it right? I guess it doesn't really matter. Not at this point, in any case. Is the guest book still blocked, or... Oh, yep. And of course, Wally's not there. Alright. Stickers? Oh, well, all of Wally's stickers are still here. And he's still here, right here. And right there. Anything new with the Playfellow exhibition? Is this all gonna be the same, or... I mean, it'd be wild if the Wally toy that was here in previous updates is gone. Like, if he doesn't appear as soon as this photo finishes DOS loading, then this is gonna be... looks like he's... a picture? Again, I apologize for my extremely slow computer speed, but it's just a picture now. Or has it always been a picture? Or am I just misremembering this? It's been a long time. So he's there. Again, Wally's there. The bugs. Oh, the puppet's there. He's right there. The Merlot telephone. Oh. Okay, yeah, puppet's right there. Okay. So maybe this, okay, maybe I'm just going crazy, or just misremembering things and just being all, I don't know. But, yeah, this is, okay, so, been to the actual homepage. The About Us, Playfellow exhibition, the guest book, the stickers, the neighborhood, the news. Oh, well, would you look at that? All with floral patterns. Oh yeah, so if anything is going to be drastically new here, it's definitely this place. October 18th. Okay, this is, alright, we already had that one. So, this is the new one. Alright. Springtime salutations to one and all. The Welcome Home Restoration Project has an abundance of wonderful news to bring you all. Just as Mother Nature has arrived with a bushel of flowers after such a cold winter, so much new material has been presented to us, boxes upon boxes even. It is incredible! Although our source is still without proper identity, we are grateful to receive all that has been provided nonetheless. It will take some time to sift through it all, considering the amount and array of items. To be quite honest, it feels endless, dear neighbor. After fervent discussion amongst our team, we decided how we would present our findings through a showcase of Welcome Home's different neighbors. After all, if everyone in Welcome Home is important, we ought to celebrate them. And what better way than with the material itself? With such an exciting new means of exploration and presentation, we collectively agreed that the first star of our most recent update of information should go to Welcome Home's most excitable and spring-themed neighbor, Julie Joyful. We even decorated our webpage to reflect this. It's enough to make you want to do a cartwheel, maybe even bowling ball croquet. Just make sure to have your own Frank Frankly nearby to catch it. Just like Julie, spring into our website and explore everything for yourselves, both old and new. As always, thank you for all your continued support as we move forward with our endeavor and continue to archive our home sweet home. That home is capitalized. Frolic through the flowers and don't forget to wave a pie. Okay, they're saying don't forget to wave a pie again. Alright, I'm calling it now on what's gonna be happening here. Oh, hello, Carolina Irene Jimenez Tanchiva. Thanks for joining. And I hope I said your name right. Anyway, yes. So I think what's happening, if they say that they're going to do a character spotlight with each and every new update from now on, I think the characters are going to get picked off one by one. Wally's already been picked off. He's basically gone. He's nothing but some remnants. He's removed from everything old that was there before from the website. All the pictures of him that included him are now gone. Or not gone, but rather edited to have removed him. And, well... Oh, hello, Lucas! And, okay, how do I say this? And we were all back at the neighbor's area with house and home and everything, and how Wally's was basically different, and how his little "that's the most" line has just been replaced with 40 seconds of telephone ringing. I think that's probably what's going to happen to the rest of the characters from this point forward. I'm calling it right now, that's what's going to happen. And Julie is next. But anyway, enough theory crafting. We're here to do secret hunting. Now, let's check the other places. What else? Oh yes, discoveries. Oh, it's that thing that no one's ever cracked the code to since last time. Oh wait, this whole thing is different. It took me a second to realize that. Okay, anyway. Discoveries. Home is where the heart is, and Welcome Home's residents are the heart of its neighborhood. Even if you don't live there, you're still one of its most important residents. But don't worry, with the help of this colorful array of neighbors, it'll feel just like home in no time at all. Okay, please note, this information is pulled from remnants of illustrated pages and old merchandise. Information is subject to change and expand upon discovering new findings. Yeah, who are these Marlowe people? We never quite got a handle or an explanation on who they are. Okay. So what about food? Okay, crispy sweet cereal, unknown cookbook spread. Oh, I think this is a new one. This might be a new one. Okay, mysterious spread from a cookbook. Date unknown. A full-page spread from an unknown cookbook. This seems to be different from our other found cookbook, as its dimensions and coloring are different. These 2 pages provided a cute concept of how to make Julie joyful and other colorful rainbow monsters into a darling cake. The examples provided include decorations based on Julie, Franny, Bee, and Jonesy. However, the book encourages the reader to make their own as well. This is the only page found, and so it is unclear exactly what else the cookbook may have covered. However, given the media we have acquired, it seems like there was a strong push for rainbow monsters during the spring season, so perhaps there are more rainbow-centric recipes. Huh. Pretty sure it's a typo, but they're missing an apostrophe S or an is right here. Wonder if that's part of the new cipher. Alright. I think this is a new one. I think all of these are new. Magazine advertisement of Welcome Home Soda Joy. Date unknown, a lively illustrated advertisement from what we guessed to be a magazine clipping featuring a Julie-themed soda called Joy, with Frank presented alongside her. Curiously, there is no mention of what company may have created the soda on the advertisement, nor what flavor the soda could be, only that it contains sugar. We wish we could get our hands on one for ourselves. The soda is infected, calling it now. Sorry, got a little tickle in my throat. MLP Ninjago? Yes, I like both of those things and have plans to further expand upon my AUs of them this year and next year. God willing. You know how things are right now in the States. But let's not talk about that. A video! The Rainbow Monster Handbook. Date unknown. A prize from what we believe to be a limited run of a special springtime-themed crispy sweet cereal. It seems to be notably... Is the first time? It seems to be notably is the first time. Well, I guess that's where that is from earlier is. It just came down here. Again, I don't know if this is a typo or... Okay, whatever. It seems to be notably the first time we've seen any sort of prize from this crispy sweet cereal brand, especially something small, like a vinyl record and booklet. A guide to rainbow monsters. This time, Julie educates Frank on what makes a rainbow monster, and more importantly, what makes the flowers bloom. Unfortunately, we do not have the original box, and thus cannot tell what sort of gimmick may have been used for the cereal, but we can assume it may have been themed around the rainbow monsters based on the contents of the booklet. Perhaps marshmallows in a variety of shapes based on Julie, Franny, B, and Jonesy? Only luck and time will tell. Okay. So yeah. I say we give this a shot. Sound like allergy season hit you hard. I mean, yeah. I was actually hit with the flu for my birthday, and then a few weeks ago I was hit with a cold, and yeah, it is basically allergy season over here. All the flowers are blooming. So, yeah, there's that. It's not fun. It is not fun. Anyway, let's do this.
Hello, my mellow playfellows. Welcome to What Makes the Flowers Bloom, a helpful handbook to rainbow monsters. I'm your local rainbow monster expert, Julie Joyful.
You're also our local rainbow monster.
Yes, this is true, but what are you?
Well, I'm your local rainbow monster inquirer, Frank Frankly, of course. So, Julie,
Yes, Frank.
what is it that makes the flowers bloom?
I'm so glad you asked. It's quite a complicated query that requires an insightful and informative answer.
Really?
Yes, that's why I brought in some fellow experts in the flower field, Franny, Jonesy, and B. Joyful.
That's right. Because if there's wilting abound,
just keep the ear to the ground.
And follow that joyful sound.
That's where a rainbow monster's help can be found.
Oh, I was hoping this story would only be 5 pages long.
So, what is it that makes the flowers bloom? I've provided a root inventory acronym so that anyone can understand.
Ooh, I love a good abbreviation. What is it?
It's MHM.
Hmm.
No, Frank, it's
Yes. My mistake.
No, Frank. The first M stands for monsters. Rainbow monsters. Just like me and her and him and her. But what is there to know about a rainbow monster, I hear you ask?
where do they come from?
Where are they going?
How are they doing?
I certainly hope we can find out, Julie.
You will, Frank. Rainbow monsters are colorful creatures that help make the seasons groovy. We start off as baby blushes all cradled up in flower buds before growing up into big monsters just like me.
There's more to it than that, Julie. Rainbow monsters have special horns that grow in sunshine and shed when it's cold. Rainbow monster horns come in all different shapes and colors, but the bigger the better, obviously.
Did you say colour? I'm in the know on that one, sis. Rainbow monsters come in all hues too, from our heads to our roots, from our leaves to our nose. We stick to one colour, so that together we're totally kaleidoscopic.
Head, leaves, just like flower petals on a stem. A rainbow monster's hairdo shows off their big personality. The right hairdo can make a rainbow monster really stand out.
That's very interesting, but how does this make the flowers bloom?
You're getting ahead of yourself, Frank. You've got to think H.
H?
That's right. H stands for harmony.
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 Harmony?
Harmony's important to rainbow monsters. We go to sleep just like the flowers after we tuck everyone into bed for the weary winter ahead. Then when springtime comes, our melodious sounds wake everything up. It's a harmonious cycle.
Missing things again, Julie. Rainbow monsters sing together to help move the seasons along. Even the highest and lowest pitches are necessary to shaping springtime.
Singing's great, but musical instruments where it's at, Fran. We totally looked our environment to create that righteous sound. A grotto, a tunnel, a meadow. We could find music anywhere.
Yes, but we don't do this all alone, Jonesy. Rainbow monsters live together in groups called a band. And a band of monsters are only as melodious as their harmony together.
Singing instruments. Fascinating. So that must be why the flowers bloom.
Not yet, Frank. We have one more letter left to go. The last M.
You're correct. M. Melody, merriment, mirth.
No, silly. Rainbow monsters love harmony, both sound and soul, and there's nothing more harmonious with rainbow monsters than, nature.
Nature? That doesn't start with M.
Nature. Rainbow monsters come from nature, and together we help take care of it like it takes care of us. So we all have to take on important responsibilities to make sure that nature keeps carrying on.
I'm why the drops do.
I'm why the grass grows.
I'm why the sun shines.
And I'm
Aha! You're why the flowers bloom.
Posy Tootly. So if you're curious about that beautiful flower bed that looks good enough to rest your weary head, all you gotta think is,
Yes.
All right. You can be a rainbow monster too. Think and give it a try. Become one with Mother Nature and celebrate springtime. Huh. Think I should do that? Make my own rainbow monster? Nah, I don't have enough creative juices in me to do that right now. But, as always, we should check the transcripts for any kind of Okay, nope. Nothing new. Nothing hidden in the transcripts. But yeah, that's interesting. So I guess they're kind of like the breezies in My Little Pony. They help move the breeze or the wind from one part of Equestria to the next, or like winter wrap up or something like that. Oh, Aquin! Hello! It's so good to have you. Oh, that's why it's running so slow. I do have to update it. Ha! I do have to update my computer. Look, down here it says I need updating. Okay, I'll do that after the stream's over. But for now, let's see what else we've got. So, we got the food. So that's all for food and stuff. Come on. What about toys? Halloween costume, wish book, the tobacco pipe. Ah, here we are. This looks like something new. Board game, florography. Floriography? I don't know. Data unknown. A full board game based around the Joyful family, Julie, Franny, Jonesy, and Bee, as well as the resident group, Grump, Frank, Frankly. No pieces seem to be present beyond playing cards, but there appears to be 2 different types of cards included. One set featured various flowers that seemed to have commands or hindrances for one's opponent on the back. The other set, called Grow and Go, tells players where to go or actions they had to take part in. While there is a finished space to the board game, there seems to be a mechanic that involves acquiring flowers to make a bouquet. However, due to the lack of rules, it's difficult to tell exactly how one would play this game. I mean, if I had to guess, whoever has the most flowers wins. Oh, there's the black goo again in the gloves. A lot of the black glue. Hawthorn, daisy, helenium, chicory. Stand on your head till your next turn. All brothing. Something, another player, something. And he something or gets a bouquet. I don't know. Witch Hazel, Belladonna, Borage or Borage, Kalindir. Beautiful. Give a flower to a fellow rainbow monster. I think that's upside down. You know, it's upside down. Kind of looks like a person when I kind of flip my head or turn my head. Wait a minute. Is that a 2? That looks like a 2 has been drawn on it. What about the other one? I mean, that just looks like a handprint. Or something. Okay. Alright. Bluebell, Moonwort, Agrimony, Buttercup. Draw how you feel. If one likes it, you're out of luck. Oh, if no one likes it, you're out of luck. Rosemary. Okay, there's probably a cipher in these flower cards, but I can't seem to figure it out. Osmunda, Trifle, Daffodil, Dahlia, Quince, charge, card from your, fellow rainbow monster, I think that says. I'm guessing he knows the Diamond's Quartz gem form. Yes, Aquin, I saved that to maybe see if I can draw inspiration for them for my own AU. I do that with fan arts and other actual AUs for my own AUs and stuff. I mean, I don't know, it looked interesting. Thought maybe I'd give a crack at it. Ah, jeez. Okay, I can't seem to read these. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna see if I can rotate it. All right, let's see here. Nope. Ruler. How do I... How do I turn? Like this? Nope. Oh, wait. It's copied to my... Oh, now it's saved to clipboard. I could just go into Paint and do it like this. I don't have to do it on the actual thing. Okay, rotate. Always do it upside down. And mirrored. Okay, here we go. Let's see what these say. Congratulations! Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna zoom in. Hold on. Congratulations! Blank and plants yourself the bouquet. Rain, rain, come to stay. Wash away another Rainbow Monsters bouquet. Jump to the nearest green space. Make another Rainbow Monster smile. Spring back to the start. Stupendous. Close your eyes and look any flower card? I don't know. So yeah, I think it is a matter of whoever has the most flowers in their bouquet by the end of the game wins. Groove and grow. I thought it was grow and go. Grow and go. It says it right here. Everlasting P. Oh, it's split in half. Oh. Wait a minute. It looks like there's writing on it. Hold on. Oh, I can just copy the image. That makes better sense. Yeah, it looks like there's writing on it. Hold on. Hold on. I think that's writing. Or it could just be marks. I don't know. I just usually read way too into these things. You know, like seeing everything as a potential clue, because you never know. You never know. What, you got plans for Easter? No, I don't do any Easter specials for my AU, because, well, I mean, it's basically a Christian religious holiday, and I'm trying to, you know, appeal to all religions, just to, you know, make the whole thing more, enjoyable to all audiences. Just wanted to make sure it the form of one of your arts after the diamond's banished. Excited for the FNAF movie 2 and FNAF Secret of the Mimic. Yeah, I'm excited for the FNAF second movie and Secret of the Mimic 2. And, yeah, I did have plans to have the SF diamonds, get new outfits sometime after they were banished to Carcosa. I should probably make another picture involving them. I mean, I do have plans too, it's just, art block. MLP Ninjago. Masha, you already asked me that question. I don't know if you can't understand me, but yeah, I'm sorry, but I already answered your questions. I like both of those series, and I have plans for them going forward. Okay. Alright. And I think that's everything for toys. Now, music. Oh, of course, it's new here. Everybody's got stickers for everything. Okay. Album. The Bug Hibernation. Aha! Okay. Let's see what this is. Devotion record by The Joyfuls. Sorry, my mom just came home and my dog's going crazy. But, okay, so yeah, okay, you know what? I'll be right back. You all hang tight. You see, I tried to stream a game. Okay, I'm back. That good as for figure out where the mimic. Okay. Your universe Monty is Kissy Missy from Proppy Playtime. No, he is not. He is absolutely not. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this. Alright, where were we? We're right here. Devotion, record by The Joyfuls. Date unknown and unknown musician / production company. While there have been music vinyls from Welcome Home before, this is the first time we have seen what appears to be an actual album by a band within the Welcome Home world. The name of the album is called Devotion and is played by the Joyfuls, a band of rainbow monsters starring Franny Jonesy and Be Joyful. Although we are hard at work to procure every song on this record, there is one that we have successfully restored called Nature's Melody. It's unknown if this album was made for anything in particular, or if it was meant to be a possible venture into making full albums with original music akin to Howdy's Holiday Hullabaloo. It would not be surprising, given that many companies and studios tried to jump on the record craze. Okay. Let's get the transcripts up. Here it is. Okay.
Cloud of blood that won't blossom, grass without the dew.
Soul devoid of its riches.
Cloudy day, no sun in
You're
view.
confused, you're lost, you're worried.
You're at your wits' end.
Need an answer to your problems. Just keep in mind, my friend. Just keep in mind, my friend.
The rhythm is running through you like water from the stream. Trust is taking the backseat. The words are flowing just like a dream. The beat is slowly turning. You've got to take hold. The leaves and petals are dancing. Really gel with these colors, bold. Really gel with these colors, bold.
Spring into this funky beat. Listen to these flowers, so sweet. The trees are swaying to and fro to many dancing greens. Roots are kicking and tapping. You want to know what I means? Ease, you're certain, you're sure. Where your nature guides, your prayers will be answered. Just keep right on the sweet upside.
Just keep right on the sweet upside. Spring into this funky beat. Listen to these flowers.
So sweet.
Stop to feel that blowing breeze. The sun is shining through. Bold rays of hope and all the joyous foliage too. No confusion, loss, or worry. This willow tree won't bend. What about tomorrow, you'll say? Just remember this, my friend. Just remember this, my friend.
Disoriented and frantic.
Are you jonesing for the group?
Just please remember to be like the entire joyful family would.
Disoriented and frantic.
Are you jonesing for the group?
Just please remember to be like the entire joyful family would.
All right. Well, definitely matches the 70s jazz theme for the time. Yeah, definitely. All right. I think that's everything for here. Discoveries. What about radio? Wait. I don't recognize this one. A darling broadcast? Let your mind wander with a darling broadcast. An interesting find considering how much media exists on pre-recorded records in our archive. A darling broadcast appears to be a newscast sent directly from home to eager listeners through the radio. It's unknown if this was a special one-time program or a regular ongoing series. If we're lucky, we hope it will be the latter. So, was this from the previous update and I just didn't see it, or... Well, whatever it is, it may tell us about what happened to Wally. Oh! I just realized he's wearing a suit that looks like his prototype outfit. Like if you've seen the prototype outfits, for most of them, like, the striped pants was originally going to be a striped dress suit, and that's what's here. I'm glad Clown decided to recycle it. Also, I mean, the eye is there, so this is probably a brainwashing broadcast. Again, calling it now. I mean, I guess a lot of these things seem pretty obvious, but, I mean, I'm just a seasoned weebo geek who just has way too much free time on her hands. Let's listen.
Let your mind wander. The Playfellow Workshop proudly presents a darling broadcast.
Welcome home. Ha ha ha. Oh, I mean, welcome in. You're here just in time for a darling broadcast. I'm your host, Wally Darling, here to soothe your restless ears with good news brought to you from our home to yours. I've been asked before why I'm the host, but I tell them it's because I'm the most darling one for the job.
You tell 'em, kid. You're a riot.
Thank you. On to the goings-ons. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The friendly face of our clock has spun. That means it's time we bid our home-warming season a heartfelt farewell as springtime springs into home once more.
Feels like he spun a couple of turns too early, if you ask me. Whatever happened to asking a groundhog if he's seen his shadow before bringing in the spring? There just ain't any courtesy left in this town.
It's not too early if you were to ask the flowers.
You know me, Wally. I don't speak planked. It's the dark bane of my existence.
Don't worry, Barnaby. We know someone who does. Joining us now from our very own neighborhood are our very own nature newscasters. Hello, Julie. Hello, Frank.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello, Wally.
We're Julie Joyful,
And Frank Frankly.
and we're your nature newscasters. We're on the scene, bringing you the scoop from the soil.
And getting you in the know about the who's, what's, where's, how's, and why's of our local plant life.
Just in time for springtime.
So, what's the talk amongst the flowers, Julie?
Oh, what isn't there to talk about, Wally? So many buds have blossomed here at home, and they've been talking my ears off ever since they sprung up from the frost.
That's right, Julie. In fact, we're here speaking live from Julie's own home. The roses have so much to say, don't they? Is this thing on?
It is.
No, Frank. The flowers can't talk. They can only speak.
I'm not following.
They chitter, I chatter. They blither, I blather.
They gibber, you jabber?
So allow me to speak the language of the flowers.
Yes, of course. Pardon me?
Those two gave more than the greenery.
I'll start over. Springtime salutations. We're here with a nearby bushel of roses that have so much to say.
I'll say. No, me first. I'll tell you, Mr. Frankly, it's so lovely to be blooming in the same town as the Julie Joyful.
Is it? Even with the earlier springtime?
Especially for that. The early springtime wake-up call was just what Mother Nature ordered. Now home can see my beauty
are.
Stop! You're making me blush.
But roses aren't the only bud in town that's come to flower. Our home outside home is surrounded by quite a colorful array. You there, what sort of flower are you?
That is madame to you. I am prestigious, elegant. I am a tulip.
So you are.
I am well known amongst the world of flora. Don't my beautiful petals conjure up images of grandeur? A headpiece, perhaps, worn by kings and queens of old?
Oh, I see it. Your petals look a bit like a crown. Yes, you all look very elegant.
Are you two admiring my springtime garden?
If it isn't Sally Starlet, Holmes' most famous playwright.
Oh, a playwright, director, actor, star, and partner.
How could I ever forget?
Please, Franklin, enough of your boasting about me.
That's not my name.
I want to know from the rainbow monster herself. Juliet, what do my lovely tulips have to say about my gardening?
As your nature newscaster, I'd be happy to translate.
Get your toilet back.
Miss Starlet has the delicate eyes of someone with delicate eyes.
Go on, go on.
With the poise and grace of a refined theater enthusiast who is enthusiastic about the theater.
That's so true.
I don't see the correlation with theater and plant care, to be quite frank.
Shh, Frank, she's got more to say. The sunlight radiating off her is immaculate. She's like a tall glass of water, if that glass of water were instead filled to the brim with sunshine.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Might I add, you have the sharpest points this side of the neighborhood, only second to your sharp wit.
Oh no, stop! My face is warmer than when it warmed up in the atmosphere. I'm only kidding. Do go on.
You've heard it here live from Sally Starlet's own home. Flowers have been enjoying the sun and showing off their best. We may have to move on. I'm afraid this could take a while.
We've now made our way toward the smiling face of home's own clock tower, and where many more flowers have risen from their snowy slumber.
That's right, Julie. Even our locals have decided to spring into springtime. In fact, we're with one of Home's own locals now, our one and only mailman, Mr. Deer.
Are we on the radio? Oh, gosh, I didn't get dressed up for it. Hi, Ma.
Mr. Deer, as a non-flower, how are you faring this springtime?
Fair to middling. I reckon everything looks just lovely. Pretty as a peach. Miss Joyful, you plumb outdone yourself this year.
Oh, as your neighbor, I'm tickled pink. But as your newscaster, this little lady has to keep her head on straight. Mr. Franklin, the questions.
Yes, Ms. Joyful. Mr. Deer, you seem to be quite the flower enthusiast, even if you yourself are not a flower.
Indeedy I am.
What sort of advice do you have for your neighbors who are unsure of what to plant for themselves for springtime?
Well, gee, I say if you don't know what to put in your garden, think about planting something that really suits what kind of neighbor you are. Better yet, what suits your home. I'll tell you something, Mr. Franklin. My lavender makes the post office look so much more friendlier.
Fascinating. Do you have any parting words for flowers looking to meet new fauna?
Well, it's always tough making yourself known when you're just a little wildflower in a big garden full of so much color. I know what folks are obliged to tell themselves. What if you don't smell as nice? What if you don't got so many leaves? To that, I say you've got to tell yourself the right flower is out there for you, if you're willing to put yourself out there. There's not a pot too cracked that a flower won't fit.
As your favorite neighborly rainbow monster, that was so beautiful. But as your nature newscaster, I'll simply say that was a lovely sentiment. Frank, the questions.
Of course. Lovely sentiment indeed, Mr. Deer. But would you care to comment on your earlier happenstance with a local unhappy rhododendron?
Pardon?
That's right, Frank. We're here live with an angry rhododendron who claims the mailman with red petals nearly smooshed him into smithereens. That's right. I'm the rhododendron that was nearly rhododone for.
What? Me? I
I was just doing my postmanly duties. Saying good morning to the flowers, delivering letters. I even had time to water some friendly faces along the way.
Wise guy, huh? Why, I ought to give you the good old one, too. The 3-4, the 5-6. I ought to ring you round the rosy.
Wait, if you just let me explain. I'm real sorry if I almost got you.
Oh, you're gonna be sorry, all right?
Sorry he'll be indeed. Well, that's all we have to report for today. We've been your nature newscasters. We're always on the scene, bringing you the scoop from the soil.
And getting you in the know about the who's, what's, where's, how's, and why's of springtime.
I'm Frank Frankly,
And I'm Julie Joyful.
and we bid you a fond farewell. Don't forget to wave up high.
Julie. Oh, Julie, is that you again? I'm so glad you're back. You gotta talk to this little guy. Tell him I didn't mean anything by my clumsiness.
There ain't no Julie here to protect you from these leaves, you oversized blossom. Put 'em up! Put 'em up!
If you insist. But I'm not keeping my eyes open for this.
Whoa! You can't be doing that on the radio, hey, little buddy?
We can't?
No, think of the sponsors, kid. Speaking of sponsors, a darling broadcast is sponsored by Welcome Home's favorite cereal, Crispy Sweets. Deliciously delightful rice puffs coated in sugar as sweet as springtime itself.
Wow, I sure could go for a spoonful of
The sweet sugar taste of Crispy
Sweets. As a cereal, it's the most.
You said it, kid. Say, how do you enjoy your cereal?
With a slice of fruit, with a cup of coffee, with a spoon, with a bowl. Isn't that right?
I suppose, if you're one of those cereal with a bowl and a spoon types. But I'm telling you right now that it's out of style. It's all about eating with your mouth first.
Oh?
Yeah. You just get your snorkel, your favorite eating hat, and you go to town. Sure, there's a mess, but I say bless it.
Well said, Barnaby. Bless this mess. In other news, we have a special guest just for a darling broadcast. Or should I say, 3?
Who could have foreseen these special guests listed in our ads?
That's right. Let's welcome the grooviest band of rainbow monsters this side of the neighborhood. Franny, Jonesy, and Be Joyful of the Joyfuls.
Don't be frantic.
Are you jonesing for a good time?
And just remember to be
Joyful.
We're happy to have you all on with us.
We're absolutely ecstatic about it. It's fantastic.
Gratitude and thankulations for inviting us, Wally.
Yes, we're eager to spread our joyful vibrations to our listeners in and out of the soil.
Could you tell our listeners about yourselves?
Without a doubt. I'm Franny, the joyful keyboardist. As the snow melts and the rain pours down, you're not far from my springtime sound.
I'm Jonesy, the joyful bassist. Sprouting on up from the ground is key. With my melodious tones, I make it easy.
I'm B, the joyful woodwind. When the clouds part and the sun breaks through, you'll feel my warmth come straight to you.
That's the most. With that, let's move on to our last segment, the joyful consultation. We'll be accepting calls from our neighbors in need of a helping hand during this springtime.
Copacetic.
Groovy.
Radiant.
Yeah, what they said.
Oh my. Hello. Oh, I didn't think my call would get through. Oh, how exciting. I'm such a big fan. Sentiments from the Sediments is one of my favorite songs.
Yes, I like that one too. There's a lot to explore in the soil. Not many artists would go there.
Yeah, like, what's in there? The feeling of a memory? Or just some cool rocks? Maybe a bug? Maybe a bug with a memory?
Oh, we're grateful, beautiful. What's your question?
My question, yes, my question. Let's see, oh, well, firstly, my name is Poppy.
Wow. Poppy, did you hear that, sis? We're speaking to the flowers. Josie's gonna be so jealous.
No, my name is Poppy.
the others.
Oh, how wonderful. We'll be able to help them directly.
Well, no. You see, my name is Poppy, but I'm a bird.
I don't see what being a young lady has to do with anything.
Can't you see it, brother dear? She wants the advice of another young lady.
Where did the poppy go?
She's transformed.
Oh, no. I think she was eaten right before our very ears.
No. I'm right here. I'm Poppy.
Oh, thank goodness. We thought you got eaten.
But thanks to our helpful advice, you were not. We were happy to be of service to you.
What? But I haven't gotten my question in.
May you shine like a sunflower, even as a poppy. Goodbye!
Next one, Wally.
Let's take our first neighbor. Caller, you're on the air.
Howdy do, it's Howdy Pillar here, owner of Howdy's Place. The home of everything you need and everything you don't. Oh, sorry. I can't turn that off.
That's all right. As a working professional, you always have to keep up an image. Being joyful can be so strenuous for your leaves.
Speak for yourself, sis. I'm as mirthful as the meadows. You'll never see a frown on this beautiful face.
I'll never see anything with how you style your petals.
Enough about us. How can we help you?
Well, you see, my storefront is the bee's knees, and I ain't talking about my brother-in-law. Thanks, Bon.
This one's on the house.
Anywho, I've been tending my garden just as good as the next fella. Water, fertilizer, sunshine, the works.
Oh, how lovely.
But I just can't get 'em to taste right.
What was that?
Yeah, they're awful leafy in an unawful way. Don't get me wrong. But there's way too much pollen. What do I look like, my brother-in-law? Thanks, Bon.
I get paid by the comic riff.
So, siblings 3, how does a caterpillar such as myself get the floral salad of his dreams?
The floral salad of your dreams.
This is an outrage.
That's right. This is not a cooking show. We're here to bring nature into bloom, not serve it up on a plate.
Oh, come on. A guy's gotta eat. Greens are a staple in every caterpillar's diet.
Greens? Oh, sisters, I think my locomotion's having a commotion.
Well, excuse me for having lunch.
You're very much excused. Make like a begonia in winter and be gone.
Sister dear.
Oh, I'll be all right. I'll be out of here. I'll be leaving. But I'll be eating. You better believe that. And I ain't referring to my brother-in-law. Thanks, Bon.
Comedy comes in threes.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. The next one, please, Wally.
We only have time for one more guest. Let's take our next and final neighbor. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Wally. Julie.
Hi, Molly! And hello to my sweet saccharine siblings!
Is that our youngest sister here?
She's our sweetest, too.
Don't forget our most colorful. Julie, what could you need help with? You're one of us.
I wanted to say hi! I didn't get to earlier. We were busy being nature newscasters. Business calls for sacrifice.
How poetic. We should put it in a song. We'll call it the Dandelion's Day Job.
I like it. Flowers in the workplace toil when they should be in the soil.
Siblings, our minds are wandering. Save that for the cave.
Oh, yeah, Frank's got a question.
Yes, Frank has I have a question. My name is Frank. My flowers sometimes say I dress like a... Julie, how do you put it?
They call you a square?
Yes, a square. How do I dress so that my flowers think I'm fashionable? Do they prefer corduroy or denim, yellow-green or green-yellow?
Oh, what a good question. The answer is simple. It doesn't matter if you dress like a dweeb. A garden will always love you for who you are.
Bing bong. You're wrong, oh sis. If you're not with it, you'll be the laughing stock of your own fauna.
He's right. Think of the shame you would bring. A gardener without the charisma of what he tends. It's stem-chilling.
Oh, fair point. Consider asking your local rainbow monster for helpful tidbits on how to turn your wilting attire into a bouquet of color.
Yeah, Frank. Ask your local me.
Oh, all right. Fine. Then I'll wear the turtleneck. But I think it makes my neck look too long.
I think it's handsome, and it makes you look distinguished.
Yeah, Frankfurter, you'll be the most distinguished dweeb of the ball.
At least I don't dress like a circus clown who lost his pants.
Ooh.
Hey, this looks a timeless classic. Why don't you make like a daisy and uproot yourself and pack a little suitcase and get out of town?
Why, you...
Back to us. Julie, when are you going to finally join our band?
Yeah, sis. What's a rainbow monster band without its dynamite drummer?
Just think of it, sister dear. A colorful quartet pushing the seasons.
That sounds... Oh, no, the sounds! We're breaking up! Hang up the phone, Frank, hang up!
I'm not done with Barnaby. Joyfuls, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to help our neighbors with their needs today.
The pleasure was all ours. We're happy to have given back so much to our fans.
Yeah, we don't just take time out of our music manifestations for just anybody, Wally. Appreciations to you and yours for having us on.
We'd also like to give a special shout out to our little sister. We hope one day that our Julie Joyful will be a part of our family band, so that we can make beautiful music together.
But until then, we're signing off. If you ever want to catch us, just remember that if there's wilting abound,
just keep an ear to the ground.
And follow that joyful sound.
Thank you. How wonderful. This concludes our special airing of A Darling Broadcast, brought to you by the Playfellow Workshop in partnership with Crispy Sweets. We hope we soothed your restless ears with good news brought to you from our home to yours. Any parting words, Barnaby?
Yeah. Did you know another name for a friend is a bud? Just like a flower bud. We're just a couple of buds, Wally. But a pal ain't another name for a flower. Ain't that tragic?
Well said, Bud. We hope you have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to wave up high. Good night, and know that I love you very much.
Well, that was certainly interesting. I'll say that much. So, yeah, it looks like, this might have been, well, basically the last thing with Wally, considering. I mean, this is the only other time he's basically prominent for this update, I guess. So, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, clearly Julie doesn't want to join her family's band. Wonder why. Guess she doesn't like traveling from place to place and she just wanted to stay in one place or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Alright, let's move on. But excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Now, so we did food, music, radio, toys, right? Did we do toys? Okay, yeah, we did toys. Storybooks. Let's see, storybooks. Ahaha! Here we are. And my dog is barking again. Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to calm down, but get the transcript ready. Sorry, I just saw something with the looky-loo thing. And, But no, it's all the same patterns. Pretty much. Sorry. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. Alright. Looky-Loo Storyteller Collection, Springtime Salutations. Date unknown, series published by Marlowe Records. Another edition from the Looky-Loo Storyteller Collection. The story shines some insight on the fantastical holiday of springtime with Julie Joyful and Frank Frankly. This book in particular stands out for its inclusion of Julie's siblings, Franny, Jonesy, and Bee Joyful. Enjoy this silly story of how this groovy Rainbow Monster band gets together to bring the spring into springtime. Okay. Sorry, just checking the chat before we actually go and do this. Okay. I'll stop talking now. Oh, whoops. I meant to do this.
Hello, you, and welcome to your Marlowe Looky-Loo storybook. I'll be your Marlowe storyteller. You can read along with me in your own book, too. When you hear this sound, it'll be time to turn the page. A Marlowe Looky-Loo storyteller book and record. Let's visit our friends by going to the very first page. Springtime Salutations. What a beautiful day in home, isn't it, neighbor? Just like every day before today and every day after. Today is a special day in home for our most joyful resident in the neighborhood, Julie Joyful. Julie? Julie Joyful?
What? Huh? No, Frank, the tulips don't think your bow tie looks silly.
Julie? Wake up, Julie.
Good morning, storyteller.
Good morning, Julie. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Julie Joyful was getting ready for a very special day after her very long hibernation.
You're telling me it felt extra along this time. Oh, I've been dreaming of this day since homewarming. Now it's time to spring into action and say salutations to springtime. And good morning.
Julie threw open the door and hopped outside, letting the warm rays of the sun shine down upon her. Oh, never mind. She instead jumped into a pile of snow.
What? What's going on here?
Julie shouted. What was right? All of home was still covered in a blanket of snow. What should have been a beautiful and sunny day was instead just as cold and dreary as the day she went into her sweet winter slumber.
You're telling me this is outrageous! Outrageous is of every sort!
With that, Julie stormed back inside. This rainbow monster wouldn't take this unexpected snow day sitting down. No, sir. When she came back out, she knew just what to do.
I know just what to do. But first... Frank!
Of course. Julie called for the grouchiest, grayest grump in all of home, Frank Frankly. Julie ran up to his door and gave it a hearty kick in. She galloped up the stairs and leaped onto his bed, scaring him awake.
Ah! Ah! Oh, Julie, it's just you. Springtime salutations, Julie.
Hold on to those salutations, Frank. There's no springtime to see.
Julie said. She grabbed a hold of Frank's head and turned it towards the window.
Look!
It was just as Julie said. The neighborhood was covered in snow. Frank could even see it covering the clock tower in town. He got a gander at his poor garden. Frank even got a glance at Eddie.
Morning, Mr. Franklin. Morning, Miss Joyful. Whoop.
My tomatoes! Look at how terribly cold they are.
Frank said.
Julie, how are you already awake if spring hasn't sprung?
It's a rainbow monster's intuition to know when it's time to spring into spring. But if springtime hasn't sprung, I can't spring. You see?
Barely. I just woke up.
Frank grumbled.
This hasn't happened before, has it? What do we do now? The bugs are expecting a wake-up call soon, but instead of flower fields, they'll just see snowy sleets.
Fret not, Frank Frankly. Your Julie Joyful will uncover exactly who the real culprit is of this unsprung spring.
Julie said.
Culprit? What do you mean, culprit, Julie?
No time to explain, Frank. We got places to be and folks to see.
Julie insisted.
What? But where are we going? It's chilly outside.
Always with the questions. We don't have time to lose. I'll meet you outside.
What?
As quickly as she came inside, Julie ran off Frank's bed and leaped through the window of his home and fell down onto Eddie below.
Thanks for breaking my fall, Eddie.
Oh, happy to be of service.
Once Frank had put on his winter clothing, he and Julie set out to uncover who was to blame for the delay in springtime. While Frank seemed to be lost in thought over how they would solve this problem, Julie was happily skipping along, almost as if she knew exactly where to go. As the two ventured deeper into the forest, Frank began to ask questions.
How will we get rid of all of this snow, Julie?
Frank asked.
You'll see, Frank.
Julie said.
What do you think caused the spring not to spring, Julie?
Frank asked.
You'll see, Frank.
Julie said.
I will. When will we get there, Julie?
Frank asked.
You'll see.
Julie said.
Julie, you haven't answered any of my questions. Could you at least tell me where we're going?
Frank asked.
You'll see. Oh, wait. We're here, Frank.
Julie said.
Here? Where is here?
Frank asked.
This is my family cave.
Julie cheered. Indeed it was. Julie and Frank had arrived at the entrance of a cave that sat atop the nearby mountain.
It's where I bloomed when I was just a rainbow monster blush. Let's go inside. My brother and sisters are going to fix all of this.
Frank was in disbelief over how far they had traveled as they both walked inside to greet Julie's siblings.
Your brothers and sisters?
That's right, Frank. They're the Joyfuls.
Julie exclaimed.
That's my tough sister Franny, my groovy brother Jonesy, and my sister Bee, who is as sweet as honey. Don't they just look like the flower's petals?
They look asleep.
Frank was right. There, the Joyfuls were all still nestled in their nests, fast asleep.
Oh, that explains why they didn't say hi. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Julie said.
Uh-oh, I'm feeling bombed out.
Don't be frantic.
Ever jonesing for a good time.
Just remember to be
Joyful.
Oh, I'm too tired for this. The three rainbow monsters shot up in their nests as they looked at Julie and Frank. Julie, is that you? What are you doing barging into our cave unannounced? We need our sleep.
Why all the yelling, sis? Jules is just throwing a surprise party for us. You're making my leaves wilt with all this commotion.
You two are talking over her. I bet she has a very good reason to wake up. Isn't that right, Julie?
I do. But first, I want you all to meet Frank.
The three looked unimpressed. Awful gray, isn't he?
Have you tried wearing more purple? A pop of colour's where it's at, man. After a few hibernations, I'm sure you'll get there.
Like, I don't think he's a rainbow monster, Jonesy. He doesn't have any horns.
No style.
No flair.
Nothing but a joy to be around.
Enough! We're not here to meet me. Julie says you all can fix what's going on with our neighborhood.
Oh, that place called home.
Yes! Home's covered in snow! How can I make the flowers bloom in those conditions, my dearest siblings? I can't! I shan't! I shan't!
You won't.
I willn't!
What? Julie, I always set my alarm clock precisely. I'm never wrong.
She's right, Julie Bean. She's never wrong. She always sets her alarm clock precisely.
Because someone here doesn't.
Yeah, someone here doesn't.
I believe what they mean to say is that it sounds like you're here early, Julie.
What? But how can that be? My rainbow monster intuition woke me up and told me to spring into action.
When doesn't it? You spring into everything, even when spring is fall.
Julie, don't tell me.
Looks like you two are your whole 2 clock turns early.
Oh man, those are 2 terms I could have used to dream about the colour green.
Oh, wow! You're right, Sid. I am early. I must have been so excited for springtime that I woke up even earlier than usual. Frank, isn't that funny?
That's alright, Julie. I like springtime too. I just can't wait to burst from my burrow and greet the sun.
Yeah, and I love getting up and getting down with the seedlings and the sprouts. It's everyone's turn to be in the spotlight.
Yes. I suppose I'm fond of turning snow into morning dew so everything can grow. It didn't take long before the beautifully voiced leader of the band of rainbow monsters came to a conclusion. It settled then. Joyfuls, we are bringing spring early this turn.
Oh, goody.
Groovy.
Yippee!
Finally.
And bring spring early they did. The Joyfuls emerged from their cave and set to work. Franny played on her keyboard and watered the frost down to a gentle drizzle. Jonesy strummed on space, awakening the once sleeping greenery from their slumber. Bee blew into her flute, calling forth the rays of sunshine to beam down on all of home. Julie, however, was her own instrument. As she and Frank bid the siblings both farewell and thanks, Julie began singing the flowers into bloom.
It's time to spring, sprang, sprung, for our springtime salutations. It's time to bloom, blossom, flower, with melodious vibrations.
And all it took was some careful family collaborations.
That's right, Frank. And now it's time for our springtime salutations. Come on, Frank. Let's go wake up everybody
Julie and
else.
Frank both ran through the flower fields as they made their way back to home. They just knew everyone would be overjoyed to see how beautiful the neighborhood had become after such a long, cold, dark...
Okay. Well, isn't that something? Let me just look at here real quick. That's strange. And like the garbled voice. Okay. Doesn't look like anything's too out of the ordinary. Sorry. Huh. Yeah. Looks like everything is, I guess, okay with this one. And here's another one. There's another one. another looky-loo. Alright. Next one, here we go. Alright, Looky-Loo Storyteller Collection, Sweetbriar. Date unknown, published by Marlowe Records. A classic fairy tale retold by Welcome Home's resident thespian, Sally Starlet. Once again, this vinyl record is accompanied by an illustrated storybook, produced yet again by Marlowe Records as a part of the Looky-Loo Storyteller Collection. Julie Joyful takes up the role, should be R-O-L-E, as Sweetbriar in this retelling of the classic fairy tale Sleeping Beauty, and a rescue by none other than a Frank Prince Frank. A notable attribute of this variation of the Looky-Loo books is its lack of a narrator, or rather its inclusion of Sally Starlet as one. Man, they're really pushing the Julie Frank ship, aren't they? Even though I think it's basically canon that he'd rather be with Eddie or something. But then again, it's the 70s. The gays were illegal back then. Whatever. Okay. Let's get started.
Hello! Once upon a time, beneath the twinkling stars, like me, there lay a land unfamiliar to our own. A beautiful kingdom, lush with splendor, and ruled by a benevolent king.
Hello, I am the benevolent king. Hark, my daughter has been born, and I am throwing a grand ball to celebrate.
Through that? Next line, Waliford. Next line.
Yes, I am inviting everyone else in the kingdom, except for Barnaby the Wicked. Barnaby can't come?
Little did the king know, Barnaby the Wicked had caught word of this stupendous celebration and his revoked invitation. In a fit of fury, he barged into the festivities and announced his arrival with grateful ire.
Did somebody say Barnaby the Wicked?
I did.
Thank you. I just flew in from an enchanted bell somewhere, and boy, are my wings tired. Hey, what's with all the commotion about? And what's with the cue ball here?
The commotion is a birthday party, and the cue ball is my lovely Princess Julie.
That's right, pal. And I'm the good fairy Howdy Pillar. That little bundle of joy there is a potential consumer. So hands off of the baby, Buster. A fancy shindig for a baby, and you didn't invite me. Barnaby the Wicked. With a name like that, you know I'm the life of the party. I ought to teach you much manners.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yes, for now. You might be the prettiest girl at the party now, Princess Julie, but when you get big and strong, you're gonna get a splinter from a spindle of a spinning wheel and die. That's what you think. Move it or lose it, Barnaby the Wicked. Princess Julie, when you get big and strong, instead of kicking the bucket, you'll fall into a deep snooze. But one kiss from your true love will put that pep right back in your step. That's a good fairy howdy guarantee.
Hooray.
Rich, foiled again by my lack of foresight. Well, I'm hitting the road. I know when I'm not wanted.
Goodbye, Barnaby the Wicked.
See you later, kid.
Even as Howdy placed an enchantment on the child, there was still a wave of unease throughout the kingdom. To prevent Barnaby the Wicked's curse from coming to fruition, King Wally had all of the spinning wheels burned in a great fire. Still, he knew that would not be enough to quell the malicious hex placed upon her.
This will not be enough to quell the malicious hex placed upon her.
You're telling me?
King Wally would request that the good fairy Howdy whisk her away to his grocery store in the outskirts of the kingdom in order to hide her away from Barnaby the Wicked.
Pro bono princess, huh? Don't mind if I do. Magical convenience stores don't run themselves.
For many clock turns, the good fairy Howdy would raise young Princess Julie into a big and strong rainbow monster. But to keep her origins a secret, he would give her the name Sweet Briar.
That's me, Sweet Briar. Oh, how lovely am I! How cheery I be!
Watch where they're twirling that broom, Sweet Briar. You're likely to whack one of my antennas off.
Sorry, Howdy. I'm just so happy to work here every day. In fact, it makes me so happy that I could sing.
You could, but how about you go outside instead and take the dare. Oh, forget it. Scram, will ya?
Okay, yippee!
Don't talk to anybody strange either. There could be entomologists out there.
Sweetbriar skipped off into the nearby woods, letting her melodious voice move through the trees over the beautiful bushels of flowers, and finally, upon the ears of a handsome prince, Prince Frank.
Hark! I hear the enchanting singing of a bewitching maiden true.
The bewitching maiden is me, but I'm no witch. I'm Sweet Briar.
So you are. I've been pleasantly enraptured with your unique warbling, my sweet Briar. I'm Prince Frank. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Golly, a prince? But what is a prince doing out here?
The script called for it. My sweet Briar, will you dance with me amongst the flora
Oops.
and fauna and serenade me with your lovely voice?
You bet your behind I will.
And behind what?
Sweetbriar and Prince Frank danced to a song only they could hear, broken off from the rest of the world. When they finally broke apart, the two departed, promising to see each other again very soon. Sweetbriar returned home with a skip in her step. She told the good fairy Howdy she had fallen in love.
Hark! Your Sweet Briar is home and in love.
In love?
With a prince. Aren't I lucky?
Sounds like a lot of hooey, Sweetbriar. What kind of fellow walks around declaring he's a prince? He's the one that ought to consider himself the lucky one here. It ain't every day that somebody meets a princess in the woods.
Princess? I'm a princess?
What? Who's the wise guy that said that? Must have been a squeaky door or something. Oh, that Barnaby the Wicked.
Barnaby the Wicked?
There it goes again. Where are you scoundrel?
Quit playing silly, Howdy. What's this business about me being a princess?
All right. You forced it out of me. The jig is up. Sweetbriar, you're a bona fide princess, and I won't spare you the boring details. You're betrothed to some prince later today, in fact. I'm also a good fairy. In retrospect, I should have told you that sooner.
That explains the little wings and wand. But Howdy, I can't marry somebody else. I'm in love.
You're about to be in the castle, getting betrothed, young lady. Get your fantastical and whimsical fairy tale shoes on, and let's hit the road.
Woe is me. Boo-hoo. Wah!
Oh, boo-hoo on the road. We're gonna be late.
Sweetbriar, or as we know her now, Princess Julie, was escorted back to the castle from where she had been born. Unfortunately for the good fairy Howdy, King Walliford was nowhere to be seen. As the fairies searched about the castle for the king, Princess Julie wandered around the castle on her own. It did not take long for her to run into a curious figure. a seemingly old dog sitting at a spinning wheel.
Ooh. Is that a spinning wheel?
No, it's an elephant. Of course it's a spinning wheel. Can't you see I'm making yarn so I can crochet my dear sweet mama a pair of mittens?
Oh my! That's so kind of you! Could I give it a try? I just met a prince, and I'd love to make him a nice hat.
Go right ahead, kid.
Thanks. Ow! A splinter! That really stuck.
With naught but a minuscule prick of the spindle, Princess Julie collapsed to the floor and fell into a deep slumber. But who was that haggard old dog that sent Julie to her unexpected sleep?
Hey, who you calling haggard? It's just me, beloved Barnaby the Wicked, having my good old-natured fun. Princess Julie, what happened to you? Oh, hark, Barnaby the Wicked, what are you doing here? You cad, you scoundrel, you rogue, you rascal! Hey, I don't gotta take these, I'm hitting the road. I know when I'm not wanted. Not so fast. You're going to bed too, pal, for good. No, I ain't. I'm feeling an app coming on.
Did somebody say hark? Oh.
You know what, Holly? Not bad. I can make this work.
It was then the good fairy house.
I just skipped over some things. Hold on. It was then that the good fairy Howdy set to work on his marvelous plan of awakening Princess Julie. First, he would allow the entire kingdom to fall into a deep slumber alongside their princess.
Holly, not bad. I can make this work.
It was then the good fairy Howdy set to work on his marvelous plan of awakening Princess Julie. First, he would allow the entire kingdom to fall into a deep slumber alongside their princess. Next, he would place flyers all throughout the neighboring lands in hopes of finding the single most important ingredient of his spell, true love's kiss. A beautiful and meaningful symbol of everlasting love.
Oh my. Help wanted. Looking for true love to undo an evil enchantment from Barnaby the Wicked. Must be princely, brave, and romantic. Preferably handsome, but homely will do.
I see your eyeballing my very prestigious poster. Any interest, stranger?
Oh, goodness no. You see, I already have a true love of my own.
You don't say.
Yes, she is quite a pretty picture. She has beautiful golden hair, as radiant as the sunshine itself.
Uh-huh.
And a disposition as merry as a freshly bloomed marigold in springtime.
Mm-hmm.
And the elegant warbling of a beautiful nightingale.
Warbling, huh? Wait a second. You're that prince she was rambling on and on about.
Excuse me?
You're hired for the job. Hustle, shake legs, before I trade you out with the local town fool.
Thank you, I think.
So, Prince Frank followed the good fairy Howdy up to the princess's keep at the very top of the castle's highest spire. When he arrived in the room, he was taken aback by the scene before him. The princess's bedroom was as luxurious as a newly bloomed garden, and the princess's cheeks were a hue as warm as that of roses.
Had I known you were in such turmoil, Sweetbriar, I would have sought you out sooner. Yet here you lay in your flower bed, ravaged by a curse that doomed you to your fate at the mere utterance of its spell. Allow me to grant you your freedom, Sweetbriar, and seal your destiny with a kiss.
Are you an artist? This is really drawn out.
Quiet! body was trapped in an everlasting slumber, if one might recall. Silence filled the princess's keep as Prince Frank leaned in close to his sweet Briar to release her from this wretched curse and awaken her from her slumber.
Kaloo-Kalay!
Sweet Briar, you've awoken from your sleep.
That's Princess Julie to you, and that's right. It's all thanks to you that the curse was lifted.
And yet?
Oh, my handsome prince! I am betrothed to another. Prince Frank, run away with me. Our love cannot thrive here.
We just got this all sorted out. Go on, King Wally. Tell him.
Oh, Princess Julie, you're awake. I lost my place.
The betrothal kit.
Oh, yes. Don't run away, Princess Julie. The one you were betrothed to was actually Prince Frank.
Hooray!
How convenient!
Well, you're the king, Prince Frank. Let's get hitched.
Yes, our wedding awaits, Princess Julie.
I love happy endings. What do you mean? Chopped liver?
No, you're dead.
Oh, good. I'll just stay down here then.
As I was saying, with Barnaby the Wicked defeated and the kingdom awakened in high spirits, the wedding celebration could finally begin. And beneath those very same stars, Prince Frank and Princess Julie were married amongst a garden of sweet briars and lived happily ever after.
That was sweet. Guess it's good we didn't actually get to see them kiss, considering, yay. But whatever. Let's see. Last one we've got. Illustrated storybook and record, The Julie Guide to Being Joyful. Date unknown. This intriguing yet short storyboard and record showcases the process of the neighborhood's resident artist Wally Darling as he learns what joy looks from none other than Julie Joyful herself. In the record itself, Julie Joyful recounts her relationship with her fellow neighbors as a marker for what makes her truly joyful. This copy of the book has seen better days, with a page missing and what seems to be evidence of past ownership on a few of its pages. The title of this book is also unknown, but we hope the name will suffice. Interesting. Alright.
Hello, you. Welcome home. How are you today? Ha ha ha. That's just the most.
What you doing?
What did you say? Did you ask what I am painting today? Thank you for asking, neighbor. Today I am painting feelings. Now that you are here, I know I feel...
Joyful?
Oh, hello, Julie.
Hello, Wally. Did I hear you right? Are you painting feelings?
Yes, I am. But I don't think I know how.
Wally, darling, you just need the right inspiration and the right monster for the job. There's nothing more inspiring than joy, and no one knows joy more than Julie Joyful herself.
Julie Joyful. Oh, you're right. Your last name is Joyful.
It sure is. So, tell me what you need, Wally.
Okay, Julie. How do I paint joy?
That's easy breezy. Joy looks like... So you see, Joy, when I bake with Poppy. I remember when I helped Poppy create a whole new kind of pie. Geeseberries, crammed berries, that's the last strawberries, you name it. Poppy was so happy and wanted me to share it with everybody in home. Oh my goodness! Brat! Julie, you've created a splendid dessert. I can't imagine eating it all on my own. Why don't you share it with everyone at home instead? I feel joy when I help Eddie at his post office. Eddie has a lot of mail to organize, so I always give him one of my pep in your step talks, so he feels much more joyful about all his work. Well, if that ain't just the peppiest pep talk I ever heard, it's making me bloom brighter than a sunflower in the sunshine. Shoot, might be even a carnation. I feel joy every time I give Howdy one of my best jokes at Howdy's place. I always make sure to make my jokes extra funny, so I can see Howdy smile from antenna to antenna. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Julie, you're hilarious. I ought to put 2 cherries on your mold for all these uproarious laughs you've given me. This is the bee's knees. This is the berries.
Wait a minute. What just happened? You guys saw that too, right?
This is the berries.
Uh-oh.
Mold for all these uproarious laughs you've given me. This is the bee's knees. This is the berries.
Huh. Weird, I thought I saw something.
Make sure to make my jokes
I thought
extra
the
funny,
thing glitched
so I
out
can
for
see
a
Howdy
moment.
smile from antenna to antenna. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Julie, you're hilarious. I ought to put 2 cherries on your mold for all these uproarious laughs you've given me. This is the bee's knees. This is the berries.
Let's check the transcripts. Oh. Just cut off. Okay. Back to this.
Did all that really happen, Julie?
It sure did, Molly. Then I came up to you and I said, cheer up and get down, 'cause there's joy here to be found. And you said, that's just the most, Julie.
Oh, my.
Do you know what joy looks like now, Molly?
Yes, I do. But please tell me again, Julie.
You got it. Joy is giving and giving and giving. When your friends are feeling down, when there's wilting abound, joy is there with its wonderful sound. Don't you see, Molly?
I do see. I'm finished, too. Do you like it, Julie?
Golly, Wally, it's beautiful. This makes me so joyful I think I could hopscotch and play hoop at the same time.
Before you go do that, Julie, will you give it a name for me?
I sure will. Let's call it Joyful Blossoms.
That's weird. So the page with Frank was ripped out. And now the actual painting is blotted out. That's so odd. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know any of what's going on. But either way, I'm gonna be right back again. So just don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back. Now, all we gotta do is... What else have we got? Yeah, miscellaneous. We got miscellaneous to look at. Are these... Oh. Okay, this is new. Piece of advertisement for a strange dog toy. Date unknown. While most of the page appears burned away, this minuscule advertisement shows an illustration of a dog-like toy. The toy seems akin to cartoonish depictions of bugs often found in welcome home media or under the care of Frank Brinkley. The supervising part of the description only calls this toy a pal, so it could possibly be more of an obscure creature. Well, let's get a closer look. Okay. I mean, it kind of looks like a dog. Some kind of bug dog. Let's see. Let's see here. Ing plush is a, I guess, collector's unique ability to show you... Oh, you can kind of see the things here. Yeah, collectors. Unique. Recycle. In the Grow a Pal series. Gold will play. Charge and love you forever. $7.49, and that's the price probably. Oh, Buggle Advert Copy 2, that's what it's called. Well, okay. Now that certainly seems to be just about, well, everything we have for this new update. Haven't been able to find all the creepy stuff for that, but again, I'm not exactly a professional with this. I'll just go and see what everyone else has done. But before we do any of that, there is still one more webpage for us to look at. And that's the Away from Prying Eyes thing. Alright, here we are. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I think Alright, I'm gonna read this first. Whatever I found is remarkable. It feels like a miracle. When the website first launched, I had found something playing from a very old television in my home. I was compelled to turn it on. I could see something. I could hear it too. But I had nothing to record it with. I will occasionally turn the television on. I don't know why. I think I could hear or see something. Finally, the last year in the summer, I had taken a photo and listened to dialogue that I believed to be from the show itself. I felt like an idiot. I hadn't recorded anything. I was so entranced by what I was seeing. Since then, I haven't turned it off. I wouldn't let that mistake happen to me again. If I kept watching and listening, I knew something would come back. I was finally rewarded in December. The channel it appeared on didn't make any sense, but I didn't care. Video evidence and audio started playing, one after the other. I've captured and compiled together whatever I could. I can't make sense of anything. Older television always felt strange to me anyways. Please be wary of flashing lights, loud sounds, and strange audio. Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while, folks. Oh, this is Christmas.
One's fine. Exciting.
Okay, well, that's Christmas. Probably. I guess I missed something, but whatever. Anyway, admittedly, I'm frustrated. I feel distraught. When I finally fell asleep, no more video or audio ever returned. What could have been seen made me feel sick. I recorded so little, took so much. To record so little took so much work. When footage would disappear, I would have to move to another channel. Where would another channel appear? And then disappear again. I knew I had to stop, though. I was too exhausted and I was too tired of waiting through hours of static just to find another commercial. I don't know how this was happening, but the show never appeared beyond clips of Eddie Deer. I don't want to post this publicly on the Welcome Home Restoration Project site. At least not yet. I can't stomach anything that's happening. Sincerely, W. Alright. Now, we'll finally go to here. April 12th, 2025. I finally feel comfortable here. After such a long year, nothing has disturbed this place. The other website is safe too. Nothing has moved out of place, nor has there been disturbing additions. I'm grateful for this peace. It feels like my mind is constantly racing. The ringing still happens, but I don't care anymore. I won't let it get to me like it used to. I've decided to commit to the statement I first made on my website. This will be the first of many entries, both my findings and my head. It will help me keep track of days so I don't disappear into my work too. It's so hard not to though, especially when considering my most recent circumstances. Something has happened. I received swaths of packages that were all of varying sizes and shapes. When I opened my front door to see them, the smell was pungent. They stained my doorsteps too. I think I was too overwhelmed to really acknowledge any of that when I saw them. I just started dragging them into my home. They're all inside of my garage now, safely tucked away. Even so, I can't help but have strange thoughts to myself. I feel like I'm becoming more paranoid, even though whatever was inside my website is long gone. I've considered things like myself being watched. Then I have thoughts akin to the possibility that someone could break into my home and take everything away from me. Welcome Home is my life. I was chosen to do this work, but the idea of it being torn away makes my chest tighten. I try not to give these thoughts any weight, but it's hard not to. I don't think I can leave my house anymore either, but that's okay. My work will guide me. I've started opening more boxes since our Julie Joyful finds were archived. My next update, I think I know who it is. I'll talk to you then. Don't forget to wave a pie. W. So, that's really odd. Okay. Joy. Oh, it's the soda! Joy, isn't this exciting? This is a great gift. Whoever it is that sends me these items rarely ever sends me items fully created. It's always bits and pieces, just remnants of what could have been enjoyed so many years ago. A whole bottle of Joy, just like in the advertisements on my central page. It's a bit milkier than I anticipated. But things must change with age, I suppose. But how lucky am I? I just know I'm going in the right direction with this website. I'm so happy I'm in this position. I promise I'll keep going. The advertisement for this product was right, too. It does need tasting to be believed. Yeah, but what does it taste like? And... okay, that's just some excess at the bottom. But what does it taste like? Is it like pure joy, pure happy juice? To get you going or something? Because if that's the case, then I need some right goddamn now. It's probably cherry or something. Alright, anyway. Toy box. I feel as though I have uncovered something really incredible. My sender is always giving me the same items, it seems. I'm not ungrateful, but it always seems to be paper products. Records, books, magazines, and the like. Every now and again, I receive something akin to my Wally telephone, but I have not received anything similar until this most recent shipment. This was inside one of the many packages I have begun unboxing. It's covered in that same mess as it always is, but I actually see the product still inside. I'm going to have to take my time unearthing it, but I'm so excited to begin this project in time for our next product. It looks like green cartoon foliage. Frank frankly loves bugs, doesn't he? Maybe it's a Howdy Pillar toy. I don't know what it is yet, but I have a feeling it's a children's toy considering the small plastic window. The image is below, but I'm sorry for the quality. The flash of my camera hurts my eyes. I feel like I can't leave my garage. It has been a while since I've gone outside, but I need to keep digging. I need to keep searching through what I have. Where's the photo? Is this it? Oh boy, we're gonna need to brighten this baby up, aren't we? Oh, it's not the right one. Copy image. Image copied. Paste. What the heck? Okay. Open image in new tab. Copy image. There we go. Alright. Gonna save this right quick. Alright, now to go into Paint Tool Psi. And see just what the heck this is. Desktop. Alright. Alright. New. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Is there really no... Wait, no, there is something. Okay. Brightness. Turn up the brightness. Contrast. There is something there. There's definitely something there. You guys see that, right? It's something. It's definitely something. I'm definitely seeing something. I just can't seem to get it right. So definitely the brightness here. Contrasts. Something's definitely there. Alright, I think that's as best as we're gonna get it, so let's take a closer look. there's writing down there. SOE? Or SDE? And an apostrophe. Actually, let me make it easier for you guys to see. Looks like a S. That. Pretty sure that's an E. There's a this thing. Anything else? It's all just too dark to make out. Maybe the brightness on this program isn't exactly the best to go off of, but there's definitely something there. There is definitely something there. It looks like some kind of box. Maybe a packaging box or something. It's covered in that awful goo again. All of it is just so odd. So yeah. Okay. Just like with everything else, I know I've missed some things. But that's all I could find with my dumb little not so smart brain. But yeah. I mean, this is interesting for a spring update. Basically making Julie the star so much as replacing her as the thing. But just like W said, I'm pretty sure the next one he's gonna make an update about is whoever's gonna be next on the chopping block, because I think once the next update comes out, Julie's gonna be obsolete too. Or like, I don't know, whatever happened with Wally and back in the neighborhood or something. I don't know. I don't know. Something was weird about all of that. Why would they just change him like that? But I guess it doesn't really matter. Not at this point. Or maybe it does. I mean, it probably does. Either way, I'm too dumb to figure it out. I'm gonna leave it to the rest of the Welcome Home fan base to solve it. And then I'll see what they found. But yeah, this was my own exploration into the websites, this new updates, and I am really glad I was able to do this today. Really loving all of the floral stuff that the entire crew has going on. Even if Wally's basically gone. I mean, yeah. Pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, whatever puzzles there are for this new update, I mean, I don't have the brain power to figure them out, and I mean, yeah, this was just my reaction to all of the readily available content for this new update. And yeah, so thanks so much for joining me. It's been fun, as always. And I will see you all next time. For either the next update or for a different live stream altogether. It's hard to say now. But, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.